Hey, what's going on, guys? Anonymous TK is back on the channel again, and it's another war. And this time we're going up against Super. I don't know what the credentials are. I can't read whatever is in blue. So this is a 19.5 million alliance. It's almost 2 times as stronger than we are. So basically, I'm just taking this time 3 champions. I'm gonna take Iceman as always because he's just awesome in war. I'm gonna take Scarlet Witch for the mini bosses, and we're gonna take Blade. Blade is gonna be our lane clearer, and lane 8 is my lane as always. And as you guys can see on this war, we cannot see who we're fighting. So the only ones I can see is Mephisto and Medusa. So I brought in Iceman if I'm going to have to go against Mephisto, and I brought Scarlet Witch to go up against Medusa. In the first war, we're gonna fight a tech champion. In here, we're gonna take in our Blade because he's gonna be our lane clearer. And we're gonna clear everything that we can with him just because he has the regen. And we're going up against Civil Warrior. It's a basically easy fight other than me messing up on the first special right here. I just went in too quickly. I didn't wait it out, and I'm flashing up until the end of the game. But basically, it's a pretty straight up fight. You can dodge his SP1, just wait up until he starts to get up. And you can easily dodge his SP2, just swipe backwards. Other than that, I'm still thinking in the back of my head if I'm going to have to go up against Medusa. That's why I brought, as I said, the Scarlet Witch. And if not, we're going to have to go against Mephisto. We're going to have to bring... the only champion that can counter him is right now Iceman, and we do have a Void in the game, but I don't have Void, so I brought my Iceman. We're gonna just finish up this fight with a little SP3, but it's not gonna kill him because he's a freaking tank, and it's just a 4-star rank 5 champion. How many times do you have to hit this guy just to take him down? Look at it, man. And it's with Blade, right? One of the hardest hitting champions in the game. Is a 4-star as well, but still. We're gonna take him down real quick, and in about one more combo, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna get in with the SP1 for the finish, and we're gonna move on to our second fight. Yes, we did have 2 nodes gifted. In this node, we have 40% physical resistance, and it's a skill champion. So I'm saying it doesn't really matter who it's gonna be. I'm gonna take in Blade. It's gonna be a piece of cake, and we're going up against Thor Ragnarok. And you have to remember that every 20 hits, he gains the power gain that you have to stop it with a special. Any special, you can just do SP1, SP2, 3, doesn't really matter. So I'm trying to count my hits. So after 20 hits, or at least close to that, I can launch an SP2. So you see him bait his specials. But right now, I'm gonna stop his power gain. And when he does his special 2, look from how far he lunges at me, and just is gonna come up in a second. There we go. Did you see how far he lunged at me? I was not ready. I fought this guy plenty of times, and he never came at me from that far. So I just took my guard down a little bit, and that was a mistake. From there on, I was just regenning and trying to get back as much health as I could up until I got to the corner, and then I started to just hit him back. We have 18 hits on him, so he's gonna get his power gain, and I almost missed and took him up to the SP3, but fortunately it just stopped seconds before that, and he dropped dead. As always, the first part is done, and basically I'm gonna go to bed, and tomorrow is gonna be a new day. New day has come, and we have 5 more energy, and we're gonna keep on going. The next one will be a science champion. Again, I don't know who that is. Since it's a limber and a bleed immune, I'm saying let's take in Blade, because the only science champion that is going to be a problem for Blade is going to be Abomination, and since it's bleed immune, we don't care. But we got Miles Morales right here, and he is basically annoying champion to play. He's annoying because he has those evade charges. You just have to be very, very, very careful, and I'm speaking from experience. I'm thinking let's parry and continue. I totally forgot that right here that he is on a limber node, and I almost got wrecked, but I recovered from that. But right here he just evaded on my 5th hit of the combo, and again on the last hit he just evaded on the last hit, and there's basically nothing you can do when he evades on the 5th or the last hit of the combo, and he wrecked me. He came back at me full throttle, man. So just to take him down, he has 2300 health. We're gonna take in Blade, and Blade has that cold snap and a couple of hits. He should be easy cake to take down. The next node is a mutant one, so I'm checking which boss I have to fight, and I see that my alliance member did not took Medusa down, so I would probably gonna go through Medusa. So I'm saying I'm gonna save Scarlet Witch, and I'm going in with Iceman on this one. Lucky, and little did I know that the next node would be one and the only Nightcrawler. And it's super easy to go against Nightcrawler with Iceman. You just have to change his mode, right? Like almost like that. My second attempt changing his nodes, and we did it. From here on out, it's a very easy fight. Straight up bait his SP1 and SP2. Just swipe back. Not a problem whatsoever. Right here, I was baiting his specials, and I was trying to bait his specials, and then I looked at his meter, and I said, hey, he doesn't have specials yet, so that was kind of duh moment for me. Anyhow, we just took down Nightcrawler with our Iceman pretty easy, and we're going to move on to our last node, the Flare node, that, well, people don't really like fighting. Again, it's a mutant. I don't really know which mutant, but we're gonna go in with Iceman again. Let's do this. We have OG Deadpool in here, and I am trying to finish this battle as fast as I can. For some reason, I just don't know why I took down the block, and trying to get back at him as quickly as I could, and he parried me. Then I took a little step back, gather my thoughts, and get back into the game. After we finished all the lanes, the only one thing left to do is take down the mini bosses, and we're gonna go over to Medusa on the B lane for us. And this time it's even harder Medusa than the last time. This time is a 5-star awakened Medusa. She's immune to debuffs, and she is 80% immune to energy effects. Yeah, this is going to be a rank 4 5-star champion. Not an easy one. So we're going in with Scarlet Witch, and I am trying to play as aggressive as I can just to nullify her furies and not let her get to those 3 fury buffs, because if she's done, it's gonna be a bad day for us. Yeah, from here on out, just trying to nullify them. And right here, I used my special too. That was a mistake in my opinion. From here and from this point on, I am trying to bait her specials, and it's just she just doesn't want to get in those specials. If you just see one hit, 8,500 damage. Basically, she didn't really want to use those specials. And Medusa, well, she's like Venom. Like Venom and Deadpool, every single time she attacks, she moves forward a big distance. So you really have a limited number of tries that you can bait those specials. Those are the 3 champions, in my opinion, that are the most aggressive and take the most distance in the game when they attack. That's Venom, Deadpool, and Medusa. You can see when she comes at you at back, she does that forward flip or something. Right here, I'm going in with Iceman, intercepting as best as I can, trying to get as many hits as I can up until she'll get her 3 fury buffs. And as you guys can see, the heavy attack, huge distance. A couple of hit combo, a huge distance. It's 3 she tries to get me 3 times and takes almost the whole screen. I just waited out the furies and I'm going back in. Right here, I got hit and I just got pinned into a corner. As I said, she's taking a lot of damage. She's taking a lot of distance when she hits. All my champions at this point are KO'd. It is super hard to play against Medusa on that node. From here on out, I just said that I'm going to wait for my alliance members. Let's see what we're going to do, if we're going to use items or not. Since it is such a hard war for us, they had 19 million. We decided not to use the items and just forfeit the war.